To picture this, you're living in a place that isn't home. Different language, different customs, different rules, but you stand out. Not because you're loud, but because you have an unusual aptitude of knowledge and good judgment. That was Daniel. He was a stranger in Babylon, a foreigner, but also one of the sharpest minds around. People noticed. Daniel worked hard, stayed honest, and everyone could see there was something different about him. Daniel's wisdom and ability to interpret the meanings of visions and dreams made him stand out, but it also made some people jealous. Some of the king's advisors started plotting behind his back. They knew Daniel was loyal to God, so they twisted that loyalty into a trap. They convinced the king to sign a new law. For 30 days, nobody can pray to anyone except the king. If anyone disobeys, they get thrown to the lions. Daniel heard the news. He could have hidden, could have played it safe, just for a month. But that wasn't who he was. So Daniel did what he'd always done. He went home, knelt by his window, and prayed. His enemies caught him, just as they'd planned. They dragged him to the king. But here's the twist. The king liked Daniel. He tried everything to save him. But the law was the law. So, as the sun set, Daniel was thrown into a pit of lions. Imagine that moment. Cold darkness. The roar of lions echoing off stone walls. Daniel stood alone. All night, the king couldn't sleep. He paced, worried, hoping against hope for a miracle. At dawn, he ran to the pit and called out, "Daniel, has your God saved you?" And from deep in the den, a voice answered, "Yes, your majesty. My God sent an angel and shut the lions' mouths. I'm safe." The king was overwhelmed with relief. Daniel was lifted out, without a scratch on him. Everyone saw that Daniel's faith, quiet and steady, was stronger than fear, jealousy, or even the jaws of lions. In our toughest moments, the real test isn't whether we feel brave. It's whether we lean on wisdom, faith, and good judgment to choose what's right. Daniel shows us that trusting in something bigger than ourselves gives us clarity when fear clouds our vision, and that true courage is taking steady, faithful steps forward, even when the world seems ready to close in.